Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Gabe the Collector. It's been a minute. I feel like it's been a minute. I'm not even sure what the last video we did was. Just hasn't really been any releases that I've been too excited about. But I did get an email for this when these dropped on Halloween or the day before Halloween. It might have been on the 30th. And this is Wildcard Haunted Hits Monster Hunt. So there is going to be 5 encased cards per pack in here. And the checklist looked really good from what I saw. I was trying to find it so I could go through it a little bit, but it's nowhere to be found now. And this QR code that says, hey, go here for the checklist doesn't work, which happens a lot with Tops as well. It takes you to their checklist. It's just, it doesn't have this checklist. So some of the things to look for, they're obviously going to have base cards. There's going to be auto potential on the turf monsters, which I really liked. It reminded me a lot of Leaf did. Trying to think what set it was from, but it was kind of like a Mythics or Mythicals or something like cards. And it was definitely a multi-sport that they did it for, because there was like wrestling ones and there was sports ones and stuff like that, other sports. And it reminded me a lot like this. So I like that. It definitely kind of sold me on the product. I love horror. So, and then they have the potential for dual auto monster hits here, which is really neat. It's kind of on like a little gravestone there. So we're going to see what we can get. This is a football hobby box. Yeah, and let's just see what we can get here. There was quite a bit of good names on this checklist. Obviously, hunting, Jaden Daniels stuff. He's on here. Caleb Williams is on in here. Patrick Mahomes autos. There's a lot of good names on the checklist, and it seemed like there were better names on the checklist than you would think. Like, the whole thing was all good names pretty much. There wasn't a crazy amount of like retired people that you've never really heard of or anything like that, and that just seems to be the case a lot of times. So we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like the glance I saw at the checklist, it was pretty loaded. So let's get into it. As always with Wildcard, just like Leaf, it is unlicensed, so that's something that I know a lot of people aren't okay with, but I think the cards themselves looked really cool. So I wanted to give it a try. And with it being Halloween themed, I couldn't say no. Obviously, there is potential for 101s here. Let's get into it. Appreciate you guys stopping by the video. If you like the content, please give a thumbs up down below and subscribe. Definitely helps the channel out. Alright, let's see what the first card has. Hey, Eli Manning there. Nice. Definitely going to be numbered, I'd assume, with like kind of that crack. Nope. It is not numbered, but it's still a gorgeous card. Eli Manning for the Giants there. Not sure what's in the background. Like, at first, I thought maybe like a vampire. Kind of feels Frankenstein-y. Or maybe it's just a zombie, actually. It could be a zombie. That actually feels more right. Absolutely love the look of the cards, guys. That is, like I said, I was sold because a lot of times with Leaf and with Wildcard, their cards, their design is just really cool. It's really different, really unique, and it's kind of because they have to be, because they are unlicensed, so they do need to make it really unique. Aaron Rodgers, 1 of 3. So these were numbered. I just missed it the first time. It's right down here. So it says 1 of 2. So that was 1 of 2. And then we got a 1 of 3 on the Rodgers. Really, really cool look in the back. I'm trying to see what that one is. I can't tell at all what's in behind Rodgers here. Cards look gorgeous. I love it. Alright, we have not had an audio yet. That one seems like heavier for some reason, so we're going to wait on that one. We'll do this one last. Maybe it's not. I mean, they shouldn't really be. It's all the same, probably same card stock, and obviously they're all just in case, so, I mean, barring it's like a dual auto maybe, but... Drew Alar, 3 of 3. Not sure what PRC down there is. Assuming that's like a rookie card, maybe? I don't know what the P would stand for, but there's a little PRC emblem down there. Alright, so that was the one I wanted to do last. Alright, let's see what this one has to offer. We have yet to hit an auto. You're not guaranteed an auto in this. So, very possible we get all base cards. Nico Yamaliva, 1 of 2. Cards are so good looking. I love it. There could be a horror product like this just all the time. I'd be totally down for that. Can I have one for basketball too? All right, last pack here. Hopefully we got an auto. We did not get an auto, but it's gorgeous. Jackson Dart, 3 of 3. Obviously a werewolf there, and once again it says PRC on it. So I would say it's a player's rookie card, or I'm not sure if that's what the P stands for or what, but super, super cool. I think the backs are all the same on them, yeah. So we got the 3 of 3 Jackson Dart. You have to let me know about him. I'm not sure where he's from, because I'm definitely not a college. I don't watch much college. I watch it when it's on, but I don't like follow it. Nico, 1 of 2. We got a 3 of 3 on Drew Alar. We got a 1 of 3 on Aaron Rodgers. And then we got a 1 of 2 on Eli Manning. Absolutely sick. I personally love a product like this. I know not everybody's into unlicensed stuff. It is unfortunate, obviously, that we didn't get an auto, because that's just how it's going to be. When you're not guaranteed an auto, you're really just hunting like 101s or some cool. Obviously, autos is a big thing. You're hunting the dual autos, or you're hunting just a normal auto. But there is 101 potential. We did not, unfortunately, get it. All pretty low numbered. I don't recall. I think the whole set is pretty low numbered. Let me see real quick if it says on here. Because I feel like I thought I had read when I bought it that it's all below like 10. I think everything's under 10 or something like that. So not sure what that symbol is down there. It says J, B, and R maybe? I'm not even sure. We got the 2 PRCs, and obviously our 2 quarterbacks I am very familiar with, Eli and Aaron. But anyways, I just think it's a cool product regardless. Obviously, you're hunting the autos. If you don't get the autos, you know, you might not feel like you're going to get your ROI back. It's just going to happen. I mean, they're unlicensed cards, so your ROI is going to be hard to hit in general. But the product itself wasn't too expensive. I got these for like $70 a piece, I think, the box. I did buy 2, so I'm going to rip the other one at my LCS. But anyways, cool product. I think the art alone, it's very in my wheelhouse, like I said, as somebody who is a big fan of horror. And we did actually get different characters on the back of all of them. Not sure what some of them are. Like I said, maybe zombie there. Definitely a werewolf, obviously, here. I don't know at all what this one is. Kind of looked like a pumpkin head looking thing. Then this one, kind of Frankenstein-y. I don't know. They're cool. They're cool as hell to me. Let me know what you thought. If you like ripping wild card, if you like ripping leaf, you know, unlicensed products. Obviously, there's other unlicensed products out there. Leaf and wild card are the ones that I feel like are to the forefront for that space. I think they're putting in the most effort in making their cards and their releases the most unique, and it breaks it up. You know, as much as I love ripping Topps and Panini stuff, and you know they're kind of staples, and there's certain sets you just absolutely love that you're excited for the release for the new draft class and all this stuff. It gets a little monotonous because it's the same card, it's the same design overall. I mean, obviously we saw with Select this year is very different in the past, but it's still Select. It still looks very much like Select. So to me, it is a nice way to break it up, and it's also very affordable. Their entry point is a lot more affordable than some of these football and basketball releases from Panini and Topps. They're way more expensive. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys, how you thought this rip was, if you would buy some of these or anything like that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Gabe the Collector here, and we are back with more wildcard haunted hits. I opened one of these already on the channel, and I had bought 2, and I was gonna rip it at my LCS, but I'm like, you know what? As we all know, I'm impatient. We're impatient as a hobby. You know, it's hard to keep something sealed. You know, I'm not sure the next time that I'll be down at my LCS. So I'm gonna open it now. I really loved the art on the first set I opened. That's the reason I bought these, is I knew that the art was really, really cool and horror themed, obviously, because it came out for Halloween. And I'm a big fan of horror. So we're going to get into it. Enough talking. 5 cards in here. They're all going to be encased cards. I don't remember what the numbering is, because it doesn't say on the box, but I feel like when I read the sell sheet for this, it was like all cards numbered below this. I thought it was below 10, but everything we pulled in the last video was under 3, so maybe it's all under 3. I don't know how much of this was made. The checklist wasn't crazy expansive. Let's look on here real quick, too, actually. I want to see the different people we have. We got the werewolf, we got like a zombie figure, or a ghoul maybe. We got Drac, we got a witch, and we have Frank, and we have like a pumpkin head. Because there was some that we saw in the last video behind them, not as easy to tell, like that's Frankenstein, obviously. And so I was kind of like, I'm not sure what this is. So now that we know that maybe those are the characters we're looking for, we'll be a little bit better off on deciphering that. So 5 cards per box, like I said. Gonna have base cards. We had all base cards last time. There are 1/1 potential, turf monster autos, and then there are dual monster hit autos. Those, and then this is what the true 1/1 symbol looks like right there. So we did not get any autos in our last box, so hopefully we get an auto in this one. Like I said in the last video, the checklist is pretty good. I mean, it's one of the reasons, besides the fact that I just like the this one was by itself, like the way it's split. It was in the middle, so let's put that one last. Besides the checklist being really good, I like the the design of it being horror related. But the checklist seemed pretty good. I mean, there's there's obviously some names I'm not familiar with, but there were way more that I was familiar with than not, and that to me is a good thing, being that I'm not a big prospector. I don't really know much about college, so it was a lot of like veterans that are great veterans, and then new players that are obviously great, like Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, stuff like that. So, all right, first one out. James Pierce Jr., 2 of 3. Definitely looks like kind of like the pumpkin head behind him. So once again, it has a PRC down here, which I'm assuming is some type of rookie card. I don't know what the P would stand for, but they also open so well. All right. Ladd McConkey, 5 of 5. So it definitely can go higher than 3. I thought it was like 10 or below. So Ladd McConkey, he's doing very well. And see, but that has an R for rookie on it too. So I'm not sure what the PRC is. Maybe they're still in college. Maybe PRC is still in college. Because I know he is on the Chargers. And he's been doing very well. Very well. I've actually pulled quite a bit of him. Got a couple of his cards on eBay. I got an auto I pulled out of Donruss Elite in my local store. So that one's a solid one. That was probably the witch, I'd assume. Yeah, with the flowing hair back there. That's our highest numbered out of this box and the other box. Most of the other box were 3 and below. Yeah, they were all 3 and below, I believe. I don't think we had anything up to 5, but hey, I'll take a Ladd McConkey. That'll move. All right. Third one. Hey, I'll take an auto. I'm not gonna be mad about it. Looks cool as hell too. Garrett Nussmeier. The auto is rough. It's a 1/1. Hey, we got a 1/1 down there. Nice. The Unstoppable Force. PRC once again. Look like LSU colors. Not totally familiar. The name sounds kind of familiar, to be honest, but I don't watch a lot of college football. Not enough to like know the names of the players. I do watch it. I turn it on a lot, obviously on Saturdays, just to get my kind of fill of football. But I personally am not familiar with many of the players besides obviously Arch Manning, because he's just tearing it up. When he gets to play, he's not playing right now, so which is another whole rant I disagree with. But anyways, cool background. Like I said, the cards are gorgeous. I got this product for about $70, I think it was. It was like $60 something. For it to have this theme, to me, it was an easy sell. Very happy with it. Even if I'm not getting players I personally PC or the big names or nothing. Let me know down in the comments about this player here. Like I said, I'm assuming PRC means they're still in college. That's definitely an LSU looking uniform for sure. but we'll take it. That's an auto. That's a win. And a 101 as well. Fourth card out. Shedeur Sanders. 1 of 2. That one's probably like the ghoul, kind of like a zombie look in the background there. Once again, a PRC. Definitely heard that name before, I feel like. Shedeur Sanders. I'm trying to think of the uniform, who that would be. Kind of like a gold, too. His number there is like kind of like a golden color. Not sure. You guys have to let me know. Definitely not knowledgeable when it comes to the college space at all. I'm a little bit more knowledgeable in the basketball college space. Not extremely. It's just definitely more than football. Oh, this one did not open very well. All right, last card out. A Drew Brees, 2 of 5. That's definitely Dracula behind him there. And as you can see down here, this is where you see what it's out of, which I do like as well. The cards just look gorgeous. The design was so good. So well done here. So our lowest is going to be obviously the 101, but we did have the 102 here on the Shedeur Sanders. And then we had a 5 of 5 Ladd McConkey, a James Pierce Jr. 2 of 3, and then the Drew Brees 2 of 5. Seems like so this of 3 and of 2 kind of have a cracked ice feel, which I absolutely love. I think it looks gorgeous on these cards. Looks gorgeous on most cards, to be honest. One of my favorite parallels. It's kind of the cracked ice feel. And it looks really, really good on these cards. Really, really good. And then obviously, like I said, we did get a 101, which is super cool. Down here, this little coffin look says 101. And that's going to be Garrett Nussmeier, I believe would be how you pronounce it. Absolutely love the design behind it. Turf Monster, so freaking cool. God, I wish I bought more of these. Like I said, they were very affordable. It was through Wildcard. I'm an insider with them, so I can get these things when they release. And I think it was around like $70. So very, very reasonable price for the potential for 101s, potential for autos for some really big names. Like I said, the checklist has a lot of big names. Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams are going to be a lot of your newer talent that you're going to be looking for those autos from. And then there's like Patrick Mahomes was in there. I'm trying to think of who else. I don't think Brady was in there, but like there was some great vets in there as well. I mean, we have Drew Brees here. In my past video, we had Aaron Rodgers, and then who else? What was the other? I'm trying to think of who the other one was. I have him right here. Eli Manning. I don't know why I was spacing. I don't know if Peyton was in. I think it was just Eli. And then obviously with the dual auto potential, you have some of the big names. Like you have Caleb Williams with Jaden Daniels, or you have Caleb Williams with Patrick Mahomes. Like that's just really, really cool. And the cards just look so good. As I showed you on the box, the dual autos looked really, really good too. Obviously it would have been really neat to pull one, then I could have showed you guys. But like down here, you know, you'd have a monster on each corner there, and then you have the quarterback. Like this is Eli Manning and who? Oh, they did have Peyton, so they had both the brothers as a dual auto. So, and it has, you know, them there and on the like tombstones. Like I just think it's really cool card design, very smart, very fun, very unique, something different, a nice breakup of the monotony that is kind of the standard hobby releases, getting the same products over and over again. And you know, they're obviously fun, but I like to break it up with stuff like this. And I'm not one to be against unlicensed cards. I know the whole hobby goes back and forth on it, and then when Topps came out with composite and they came out with chrome for basketball, everybody was just eating it up, and it's because Topps is attached to it. You know, let's be abundantly clear. It's because the name Topps is attached to it, and everyone's just like, oh, it's Topps, they're amazing. Their market value on the secondary is going to be so much better because it's Topps. And I'll take these cards over what we got from specifically Chrome Basketball. Chrome Basketball was rough in a lot of ways. I feel like Composite was pretty good because it was kind of Chronicles, so it broke it up. It looked a little different. But I'll take this kind of stuff all day over that personally. So I don't think Wild Card and Leaf get enough love. Wild Card a little bit more expensive, I would say. Leaf can get a little pricey. You're going to get guaranteed like 5 autos per box a lot of times with them, so it's very fair, but it does have a higher entry point. And if you're somebody like me who's tries not to spend hundreds and hundreds on hobby boxes. I just can't really afford it. I really only do it for wrestling, and even then, the entry point's about $200-300. You know, it's a little harder for me to do that with something like Leaf Football, something like that, where I'm going to get a lot of people I'm not familiar with. I may get 5 autos, but I'm not going to be familiar with all those people. So with wrestling, it makes a little bit more sense for me. But when the entry fee here is under $100, you're not guaranteed an auto, but you're getting some gorgeous cards, and it's just a fun experience. Sign me up all day, every day. So appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I am working on getting a better setup right now. It's been kind of rough. I know the lighting doesn't look great. I think my mic's still kind of having some popping issues, so working on getting a new setup. I really appreciate you guys hanging with me, and I'll see you in the next one.